I feel like this person is gonna know it's them. I'll say I don't care. I'll just block you afterwards. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is LaShania, or you can call me Mama L. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you're a lower subscriber, you already know the drill. So I'm back at it again with my college story time. So I'm basically going through all 4 years of my college experiences and picking out stuff that were, if not exciting or crazy or just like drama, because I want you to learn something from this.
Learn something from this!
Learn from me. So sophomore year, I don't want to make them all about guy drama, but these people are insane. It's not even about guy drama, it's just like that I really encountered a psychopath. Let me look up the definition of a psychopath. Let me make sure that I am not diagnosing him. Okay, but maybe he wasn't a psychopath, but he was really definitely a pathological liar. He would lie about just literally anything, and it was really scary. Like, I didn't think he was gonna hurt me, but I knew there was something off about this boy. Like, he was really a strange man. I literally talked to my roommate from sophomore year because she went through everything with me with this nut ass dude. And what are we gonna name him? Let's name him Chris. She came through and texted me all the nut shit that this man had put me through. And I really allowed it. Like, I really allowed it. I think honestly, I allowed his crazy behavior to continue all the way up until, I think the last time I saw him was the beginning of junior year. Roughly a year and a half. But at the same time, I was just so intrigued that somebody could just be this crazy. Like, I was just like, wow, like there's really people out here like you. If I tell y'all this whole man story, it would take an hour. I'm just gonna tell you all the lies that this man told me. Okay, so sophomore year, it actually started in the beginning of my spring semester of sophomore year. You know, it was a big time where people were just like on dating apps and stuff like that. And like everybody on campus had one. I wasn't really interested into like doing anything with this person. It was really more like I just ended with a turd, and you know, I just need to talk to someone new, you know? We all do it. How did we end up meeting up? So it was like around Valentine's Day that this was all occurring. He was just like, oh, his name was Chris. He was like, oh, we should hang out on Valentine's Day. And I'm just like, okay, like we kind of just like started talking, so I don't really feel a need to Valentine's Day with you. Like, if anything, I would have did Valentine's Day with the scrub that I just dropped before you, but you know, he's trash, so that didn't happen. He's like, yeah, get ready, like we're gonna go do something, whatever. So I get up, did my homework, did my makeup, did my hair, and I'm waiting for him, I guess, tell me when to go meet up with him. The crazy thing is about this. The thing is, I knew what he looked like before I decided to go out and go meet this person because we FaceTime. So I knew he wasn't like a catfish. But it was, now thinking about it and being more mature, like it was pretty weird that I was gonna go out and go meet some guy that I literally like never actually hung out with. And I don't understand, like usually me, it's really weird. I don't even know how I agreed to this, because usually when I hang out with somebody brand new, I make sure I hang out with them in a group. That's what I'm saying. Learn from me. These are lessons, okay? These are embarrassing lessons. So I usually hang out with people in groups. So I don't even know why I was even considering going to meet this guy by myself at nighttime on Valentine's Day. I don't even think he gave me a location. I'm pretty sure it was a park. What the hell was wrong with me? Say he said we're supposed to get ready at like meet up at like 6. He literally texted me at 9. Like, I'm ready, sitting there, outfit, hair, makeup done. Like, you're disrespectful if you ever let a girl get ready and you just don't show up. And he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I had to do something for my grandma. And I'm just like, okay. He's just like, yeah, I had to get my grandma ready for her appointment tomorrow. I'm like being naive, but I'm just like, you know what? We just started talking, can't show my crazy side just yet, but whatever. So I tell my roommate, she's like, what? And I tell my other friend, they're like, what? Who needs a full day and a half to prep someone to go to their doctor's appointment. And I'm just like, that's what I was thinking, like, what? Oh, this story time might be real long, but I'm gonna try to short it down because this man is really full of surprises. I think I confronted him on his lie, like later after talking to my other friends. They're like trying like, that doesn't even make sense, like he's clearly lying. Even then later on the week he's like, yeah, we could hang out this day. I'm like, okay. So I would get ready again, something with grandma. A few days later, something happened with grandma. 3 days later, oh, my grandma fell. Like, it was just always something with his grandma. I'm just like, yo, you got a real active grandma, son. Like, what is going on? Everything is getting blamed on grandma. Literally to the point that like my friends are like, is grandma even real? Because it was like every single time we were supposed to do something, grandma. I'm not gonna yell at someone about hanging out with their grandma, or like not even hanging out with their grandma, doing stuff for their grandma. Like, okay, if you need to do something for your grandma, okay. The stuff that he was blaming his grandma on, he should have been knew he had to do for his grandma. So that he used his grandma so much for things that like I just stopped believing there was even a grandma. So we ended up getting in an argument, and he's just like, oh, like you're being ridiculous, all of this over my grandma. So I felt bad because I was like, you know what, maybe something really happened and whatever. Set up a nice little like cute little thing for us in my dorm room. We would just watch movies and chill. It was nice getting to know him. Learned about his life, fairly traumatic, but I'm not surprised. So then learning more about him, he opened up to me and he was like, yeah, like I used to play ball for this D1 college. I don't want to say it because it's really gonna give away the person. I'm like, okay, that's really cute, cool. What happened? You know, every person got their
why I didn't go D1 story, or what happened when I was D1 story.
Like, yeah, I was D1 at this school. Something's happened. I got kicked off the team. I came back home. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But the thing is, when me and my friends looked up, there was no pictures of him at this college that he said he was at. Freshman year and sophomore, baby Shania was really, she already knew how to get on our rosters, okay, honey? I was finding rosters from 2014. We already skeptical about grandma. Then now you talking about you go to this D1 school in the past, blah, 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 blah. Even if you did, it's just like you have no records of being there. There's no pictures. If I Google it, you were not on no roster at this D1 college, which is a Big Ten school. At least if you go lie, give me a smaller D1 college, whatever. We're just like, okay, so lie number 2. Like, there was a point that my friends and I would like write down how many lies he would tell us because we just knew they were lies. Another lie, so he was like going to a nearby college. He was saying how he went to the school and like I legit had his location for a week, and I did not tell him, like, because he forgot to stop sharing. He probably shared it definitely and really didn't notice that he did. So for about a week, I was on his shit. Like I literally set it up that my phone would tell me anytime that he ever went to the school nearby mine. Literally, that shit never pinged once. Never pinged once. Not one time did that freaking phone tell me that he went to that school. So lie number 3. I was like, I really want to be with the guy that's Christian. So like, you know, like, what religion are you? Christian, Catholic? That worked for me. He was just like, oh, I'm spiritual. Then the next day I'm like, okay, you're spiritual, that's fine. Moving forward, there was a moment at Temple where these weird people go around and like, I guess it was like a form of sex trafficking, but they'll get your number, say that they're like with some type of holy person, like a church thing, but they're really like killing people. So he ended up giving them the number. He's just like, yeah, like I'm really down to learn about Christianity. I was like, okay, cool. But at the time, I don't know if he was saying that he was down to learn about Christianity because he knew I was Christian. It really could have been that, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, yeah, I be reading my Bible sometimes. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We love that. Then the next time he came over, we literally got food. And then right before we were about to eat, he's just like, all right, let's pray. I'm like, we love a bit of God. Yes. I was like, yes, let's pray to God. He goes, excuse me, don't you mean Allah? I was like, what? What are you talking about? One day you're spiritual, next day you're Christian, and now you're Muslim? How do you, what is it? I'm confused. Nothing ever added up to me. Like even where he worked, what he did, who he socialized with, like he would get comfortable with like asking me to constantly buy him stuff. So he'd be like, oh, can you give me a ride here? Can you pay for my Uber here? Can you get me food? Like, it was just like, at first it was like, okay, like, yeah, whatever, like, I'll get you Uber, like, or I'm just like, oh, the Uber's like $10. She's like, am I not worth $10? And I'm just like, quite frankly, no. There was even times where he would try to stunt for his boys, and I'm just like, why are you trying to stunt on me in front of your boys when you know you broke? Like, he'd be around his boys, be like, oh, so we going out this weekend, we all like getting ready, we going to this most expensive bowling alley, or we're going to this expensive arcade or whatever. And then knowing good and well that he can't afford it. He'll like call me just to seem good around his friends. And I'm just like, why are you doing that? This man was just like too much for me. His ups and downs, his lies to this day. Oh, it is just crazy how like magically, probably like a year later, like I had never heard no grandma's story ever again. He had never brought up grandma, so to be honest, I don't think grandma ever really existed. He was just using that as a way to get out of things. To this day, me and my friends would love to know the story. So Chris, if you're out there and you're listening and you know it's you, please come forward and just tell the people the truth. I'm not telling you this for no reason. The lesson to this is do not ignore red flags. Please do not ignore red flags in people, because there's people really out there that are crazier. Thank God he never hurted me, but I just knew he was a liar. He was just a liar. If I ever went deeper with him, it could have been dangerous probably, because he was living a really interesting life. If you're enjoying these story times, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, which should be junior year in this series.
I think she loved me, 'cause I got the check.